everyone. I am Dr. Nitika from IMS Ghaziabad University Courses Campus. Today I am going to share a very important and interesting topic with all of you. The topic is resistance to change. It very well aligns with marketing management and consumer behavior. So let's start this interesting discussion. Resistance to change. Again, there are two terms. One is resistance, means in terms of consumer behavior, it somewhere reflects the hesitation of the consumers. And change is something that the marketing manager, the company wants to bring in the habits, in the consumption patterns of the consumers. So there are two important terms, resistance and change. And like when we talk about some new products in the market, some innovative services in the market, the marketing managers come with the new product mix for their target consumers. It is not always necessary that these all changes are accepted in a very positive manner, and that too in a short phase of time. So why it is not always necessary? Because there is a resistance to change. Consumer resistance to change refers to the unwillingness or reluctance of individuals to adopt new products, services, or ideas offered by a company. This resistance can be a significant challenge for businesses, potentially leading to market failures, and sometimes they may shut down their business because the people are not ready to accept this particular change. And this is very common because human nature is very complicated, and sometimes consumer behavior is really unpredictable. What we are expecting from our target market, from our consumers, they don't behave in that particular manner. So there is a slower adoption of innovation and sometimes may lead to business failures even. So it is a very important topic, but not very much difficult or impossible that we cannot change the consumption patterns of our consumer. If our product or service is having that particular potential of providing benefits to the consumers, then definitely the consumer will listen to you, they will accept this change. But yes, it will require some of your efforts. Now, why there is resistance to change? Let us first understand the reasons behind it. The first reason can be cognitive dissonance. Individuals may experience discomfort when they encounter new information. Whenever something new comes to us, we may feel little bit uncomfortable, and it contradicts with our existing beliefs or behaviors. If our product features are not aligning with the existing belief or behavior, we may resist to accept this particular change. So we have to take care of this particular reason, and accordingly we have to suggest the solution to our consumer, or we have to align this change with the beliefs and behavior of our consumer. Second, that is selective exposure. Selective exposure means that all the human beings, this is very basic thing about human nature, that we select some part of information. We are not open to all information. We select some part of information and create our belief according to that particular part of information. Consumers may actively avoid information that challenges their current perspectives or choices. According to our taste, we make a mindset and then behave accordingly. So this is known as selective exposure. Then there may be a perception of high risk or cost. High risk in terms of any complexity, high risk in terms of the finance, the cost involved in that particular product. If consumer perceives the new product or service as too expensive, risky or complex, they may resist change. But yes, we can solve this problem. We can solve this problem by providing them guidance, by providing them the right information. There may be some social and cultural influences as well, which may resist consumers to make a decision that is favorable for your new product or service. Social norms, cultural expectations can play a role in shaping consumer behavior and resistance to change. Specifically, in a country like India, where we are very much influenced by our social status, we are very much influenced about our cultural norms, our culture, we take the decision of using a particular product or not using a particular product based on our culture, on our social status. So this also plays a very important role in making these strategies that can minimize this resistance to change of our consumers. Now, dear audience, let us see that how we can overcome this resistance. It is not very much difficult, it is not impossible, but yes, it again requires some good strategies. It requires good communication. It requires your extra effort to make your consumer convince and make him believe that this particular product will bring benefits to their life. It will bring value, more value for their money. So for that, we have to understand the root cause. We have to identify the specific reasons why consumers and are resistant to change. It is very crucial for our effective strategies. We have to develop the strategies, we have to understand the root cause, and accordingly we have to plan that how we have to communicate the benefits, how we have to educate our consumers, how we have to involve them in the decision making process. So we have to communicate the benefits. We have to ensure that the money that the consumers are spending on that particular product will definitely add value to the benefits that they are expecting from that particular product or consumer. So we have to communicate the benefits. We have to also address the concerns. Acknowledging and addressing consumer concerns about the change can build trust and reduce resistance. We have to build that particular trust in the mind, in the heart of our consumer, that this particular product is actually going to benefit them, and yes, they can increase their satisfaction level if they choose that particular product. So sometimes we can also make this as a strategy that we create a sense of urgency for that particular product. Although it happens in very rare situations, it is not a very common thing, but yes, it could be done if it is specifically if the product is for the health of the consumer. For example, if you remember the time of COVID-19 pandemic, when the government took this particular initiative and they communicated to the people that COVID-19 vaccine is a product that will save the people from this pandemic, and there is an urgent need of getting this vaccination done. So this is how government convinced people to choose the vaccine as a new product, and they people were maximum people, majority of people were convinced, and they used that particular vaccine for preventing themselves from the pandemic disease. So this could also be done for reducing the resistance to change. Yes, it is very important that we provide support and training to our consumer. If the product is little complicated, it is something different from a new from the existing product, like we are launching a product that was not very much common in the earlier times. It is something different from that particular time. We need to give some training, the basic support to our consumers. Like if we are having a new automatic four-wheeler in the market that is without gears, then people need to be trained for driving that particular automatic car. So that is very important. And yes, if we engage our stakeholders, consumers are our one of the stakeholders. If we involve our consumers in the decision-making process, it can foster a sense of ownership and reduce the resistance among the consumers. So it is always said in marketing that we have to engage our stakeholders from the very initial stage. It is not like the product is ready and now let's deliver it. We have to involve them right from the product development stage, and in that particular case, resistance to change will be minimized. So this is how we can overcome the resistance to change. So in crux, we can say that consumer resistance to change is a multifaceted issue that requires a comprehensive, a detailed understanding of the underlying psychological and social factors involved. By proactively addressing these factors, businesses can develop strategies to effectively overcome resistance and drive change adoption. We should always remember that change is always good for the future, and that is the only thing that we can say is constant. So yes, consumers need to be open minded to accept that particular change, but it is a duty of marketing managers that how they are presenting the change to the consumer, so that they can take it with open mind and they can adopt this particular change as soon as possible. For more detailed understanding, let us take some examples. For example, online shopping. Just remember the days when people were very much involved in traditional shopping, and they were going to the market and then buying the products, but they were not very much open to the online shopping platforms. But the efforts have been done by the various companies, like I can take the example of Amazon, Flipkart. They have actually realized, they have made this realization to the consumer that this particular online platform can offer more value for your money. And today we are having crores of customers that are involving themselves into online shopping. So some consumers initially resisted online shopping due to concerns about security, compatibility with the existing habits and risks. But once they were counseled, they were communicated that all the measures have been done to secure their privacy, to secure their payment transactions, they are very much happy with the online shopping. I would also like to share about mobile wallets. Some consumers resist using mobile wallets despite their convenience and potential benefits due to concerns related to security and privacy. But again, the companies have done a very good job. You must remember, you may remember the episode of Kaun Banega Crorepati, where Mr. Amitabh Bachchan promoted digital payments and says that digital payments, if done carefully, can definitely be very much safe and there is no risk. And again, he was telling the people that they should use digital payments option and they should support Digital India. So mobile wallet again is a success in our Indian economy. Again, one more example from the cosmetic industry, the hair color. So consumers may hesitant to try new hair colors due to concern about their health, about potential damage to their hairs. But again, companies like L'Oreal, they launched a new color, Innova, and communicated to the people that it is ammonia free and it will provide health benefits to their hair as well. It will provide nutrients to their hairs along with the color of the hairs. And now it has a good number of consumers that are using Innova as an option to color their hairs. So there are many examples in the present competitive world where in starting the people resisted to change. They resist that particular new product in the market, but when counseled properly, when communicated properly, when told properly about the benefits, when it was communicated that it will bring more value to your money, people started that using that particular product. So resistance to change, this is from my side. I just wanted to discuss this topic with you. I hope you liked my session, and we will connect for more sessions in future. And till that time, just remember that resistance to change is a situation which can be tackled carefully, and yes, it will bring benefits for both consumers as well as the companies. Thank you so much. This is Dr. Nitika signing off from IMS Ghaziabad University Courses Campus. We'll meet for the very next session. Thank you so much. Have a good day.